All right, welcome to the People's Voice, and this is Alpha Spouse Relationship segment. All right, my name is Roberta Okeefo, and I have this wonderful gentleman, Reverend Dr. Chukwuemeka.
Thank
Welcome.
you for having me.
And Bishop James.
Thank you.
And our delectable Reverend Jonathan Beer.
Thank you for having me.
All right, so gentlemen, we're going to be talking about financial transparency in marriage. A very dicey, when it comes to money, ego. That's his name. When it comes to money, ego, we don't play.
I hope you have not the reason for this.
We're coming to that. We don't play when it comes to money, especially when it has to do with the two genders that God Almighty created. The Adam gender and the Eve gender. So today, gentlemen, we're talking about financial transparency in marriage. Yes, so first of all, I want to start with my gender. You know, they say when you see, if you want to make a woman happy, you have to start with money. Or there's no woman, there's no woman on the surface of the earth that does not like money.
Like you.
Yes, like me. Women I'm representing like me.
Okay.
And apparently I'm the only woman amongst these gentlemen.
Okay.
So, financial transparency in marriage. Now, it's taken that some men, when they earn money, they don't give candid amounts to their wives. Because some men don't even tell their wives what they earn. Now, that takes me to a situation that happened last year, where a particular bank, I won't want to mention their name, had about over 150 million in their account, in their holdings. And it was said that most of this money belongs to husbands, men, and their families don't know that they have this money in custody of the bank. Now they die, not making will, maybe because of an unprecedented or unpredictable incident that took their lives. Now this money stays in the bank. Their wives don't know. Their sisters don't know. Their children don't know. There is no will. Now, I've come to this question. Why is it that men are not transparent with their finances in marriage? I don't want to start with Reverend Chukwuemeka. I want to start with...
Shut me first. So let me talk for the men.
Oh, no, sir. So I'll start with Reverend Jonathan.
You're already biased.
So I'm coming to, it's a statement. I also come to the women. Like I started with the women, where they say women like money. That if you want to get a woman, get money, and you have gotten a woman. That's a statement. So it's another statement that men are not transparent with their finance. So I want to start, but first let me start, sir. Are you transparent with your wife when it comes to the finance?
We the thought of law.
So, sir, please.
Our presenter,
Sir.
maybe. Anyway, let me not talk too much.
Because it has to do with money now.
Well, you're right. They say there's only one thing a woman is loyal to. Is money. Forget about any other thing. Women are loyal to money.
Women are loyal to money.
There are different reasons. I think it depends on the couples involved.
Okay.
In terms of transparency.
Okay.
There are some men are transparent. In terms of their finances to their wives, and some are not. For different reasons. Some men, maybe the reason why they wouldn't want to tell their wife everything they have is because there are some women that they will not rest until they see the last couple.
Okay.
And if they know it, you will have no peace. They will have no rest. Their own problem will revolve around what the man has.
Okay.
I'm telling you this out of experience. It revolves around what the man, has, not even their own. And so, for the man to have peace of mind, he would not want to let her know what he has. Or let me use the word, he wouldn't like to declare everything.
Okay.
Maybe he has 1 million, he say, I have 400,000. So let's work with the 400,000. Okay. That's one reason, And there are men actually, who are just being mean, There are men, who are stingy to their wives, you know, who wouldn't want the wife to know what they earn or what they have, you know, to keep it away. That's one reason, you know. And there are some men, maybe they have, if I may use the word, side chick, you know, somewhere. You know, they wouldn't want the legal wife to know what they have, you know, because if she knows that he has a 2 million naira, it means whatever problem she has will revolve around that 2 million. That means he will not be able to take care of his side chick.
Divided by 2.
Yeah, divided, you know, is it divided by 2? When she knows that he has 2 million, it's divided to where again?
I mean, divided by 2, the legal wife and this, the extra wife,
yeah.
the extra woman.
You know, so that's one reason. You ask for, you know, what could be the reason, right? So
Mm.
these are some of the reasons that might make a man want to, you know, hide this. And also, there are some women that would not want the man to spend money on anybody apart from her, or except you take permission from her.
Okay.
There are women who are controlling like that. You want to do anything for your mother, you take permission, you have to go through her. You want to do anything for your family members, you know, extended family, you have to take permission. So to avoid trouble, you know, you have to hide some of the you know, whatever figure you have to hide, you know, some of it and declare whatever you want her to know. You know, there's a case of a young man, you know, who is doing very, very well in
Yes.
on Onisha. You know, he's rich. You know, he bought 2 cars. You know, one for his mother, and the other one for his wife.
Okay.
There, you know, on the day of his mother's birthday, he came with the mother's car. In fact, he bought the 2 cars the same day, and with the intention to present them the same day. You know, but he decided to present that of the mother's own first. The wife came out and was angry. Why will you do that? I gave birth to 2 children for you. Why would you give your mother car, you know, before me? You know, I'm your wife. What did she do? She carried mortar, broke the windscreen.
Oh, wow.
You know, the man was so angry, he even slapped her there, you know, and then he ordered for the other car to drive immediately because they hid the car outside the compound.
Okay.
They drove the car, and the car he bought for her, it's a Mercedes-Benz. I'm sure that it should be almost 100 million, you know. I mean, the car he bought for the mother was just an ordinary Lexus.
So her car was more valuable.
More value that car could buy that the mother. Yes, you know. Look at what she did. Now you think I have the money? I want to his own mother. She keeps saying my wife. I mean, I'm your wife. I'm your wife. Would you have been a wife if this woman had not given birth to him?
That's a question mark.
So these are some of the reasons. There are reasons. You know, some men, there are things they do. They are not mad people. You know, it is the way the woman lay her bed that she lies on it. You know, some cases, you know. You remember that the time we handled one case, you know, he forgot. I was reminding him one day, he couldn't remember. We went to pray for a lawyer, should I say lawyer friend, you know, and okay, let me.
All right. So we'll come back to that. Bishop James, men are not transparent. It's said that men are not transparent when it comes to finances in marriage. Do you agree?
Have you ever heard a story told anywhere that a woman just was living in the house with her husband and the woman was paying the rent? Like after 10 years,
Yes.
the woman just got to know that where she and the husband is contributing money to pay belongs to the husband. Have you heard that story before?
No.
But I have even I was telling you, even last 2 weeks,
Yes.
a man that fainted, he was still in coma that week. To know that the house he was staying, he has paid for the house for 10 years. He just got to know that this house belongs to the wife.
Okay.
Now, when it has to do with financial transparency, give it to the men. Women are never transparent when it has to do with finances. Yes, yes. That's why even
Help me tell her.
even an idiom in my place said the back pocket of a woman can never lack money. And you do it also, the way I see you. Are you getting it? Now, I'm not trying to crucify. I love what Pastor Reverend said, but I slightly didn't agree with certain things to say that women are loyal to money alone. No. And there is no, everybody is after money. There is nobody that
women are going to jail, Pastor.
Yes, women are loyal to so many things. All right, if I use myself as an example, even though they are futuristic, they are visionary.
That's really
All right, they may see the beyond.
Mm.
But I don't think that my wife married me because of money. She didn't know my financial status. All right, I was doing my thing. The thing in Tata. You need to see me do my thing, you know. So there are other things they are loyal to. There are other things. There are other things they are loyal to.
Okay.
You know that it's not just money. But having said that, I think what the woman should be after is not how much does my husband earn.
Okay.
It is how much is he providing for me. How much is he supporting me. Every man should support the wife to stand. Are you getting it?
Yes.
Fine. And like me, my wife don't know how much I have in my account right now.
And why is that?
I'm telling you, but she knows the pin of my ATM. You see the balancing?
The balancing.
No. She knows the pin of my ATM, but she doesn't know.
Pin.
She has the pin.
We are going to call your wife now and
Yes,
ask her.
you can put her on live, but she doesn't.
She doesn't know the amount that you have.
I cannot be telling her because.
Why?
Let me tell you why. Because I'm a project person.
Okay.
And I may see things I want to do with money, and that is not in line with the pressure she's having.
Okay.
Now she could be putting forth her pressure, all right. Besides, but I want to do some investment, and if she knows that this is the money this is about every other woman.
But she will easily know if she goes to.
No. But she, see. I have the way I operate. She don't just go pick the ATM. Do you understand me?
Okay.
In case of necessity. Do you understand? So I just feel that a man should be supportive. Maybe there should be a general account where they can be keeping money, you know. But for a woman to know every 10 kobo you get, probably that may not be the best to grow the economy of the family, depending on who you marry.
All right. I was going to put that clause right there. So yes, Dr. Reverend Chukwemeka Ego. Yes, sir. Your name depicts money. So let us.
He's the money man.
Because you like money.
No. That's not why. So, but let's have your take. Why are men not transparent in terms of finance? And this context is in marriage. So I'm wondering, and the Bible said the two shall become one. Hello, sirs. Why are you not transparent with women when it comes to your finance?
Okay, let's go. The question should not have been why is the men not transparent. It should be financial transparency in marriage, and then we would have been able to sort things out. But you are being very biased.
I'm starting
being
from
very
the
biased.
gender.
Wait, well, let's not come from this. You are being very biased.
I
And
know.
you are making a submission to his point that women are loyal to money.
I'm still coming to the women area.
However, let's see this in a broader perspective.
Okay.
In marriage, financial transparency is encouraged. Not only encouraged, transparency in everything. If we go back to the Bible, where I'm coming from, the Bible says, and Adam and Eve were naked in the garden without being ashamed
Yes.
of one another. That talks about transparency, sharing their secrets together. However, when we talk about financial transparency, you know, one of the valid points there is marriage is phenomenally very mysterious. And that is why we can't actually find a right definition for marriage or a right formula for marriage. Because marriage has to do with the disposition of the two persons in a relationship. That is the man and the woman.
Yes.
And unfortunately, every one of us, we have different dispositions to life. My disposition is not his disposition. His wife cannot be my wife. My wife has a different disposition when you talk about his wife. So because based on this fact, you cannot say outrightly, it is good not to be transparent, or it is good to be transparent, based on the people, just like he said earlier, that are practicing that marriage in question. Now, so when looking at this, we look at this angle, we look at that angle, but when it comes to transparency, it is being encouraged in marriage. every one of us, in order for us to have peace, for us to have marriage smoothly sailing, we must be transparent. Now, why do I say that? Now, when you are transparent with one another, it will help us to work together. It encourages fellowship. And it encourages and builds trust. By the time I know I'm your husband and you are my wife, and I earn 1,000 naira, I come home, I tell you, honey, I've just earned 1,000 naira, and you know this what we have is 1,000 naira.
Yes.
So we will be able to make a budget that is within
that amount.
What we have.
Okay.
And there will be no tendency of you trying to escalate your needs. You understand that? Make a very high budget when you know that we have limited resources at home. So it brings about fellowship, it encourages togetherness, and also trust between us. So we encourage financial transparency, but unfortunately, you are going to deal with me as a wife based on my disposition. And I'm going to deal with you as a husband based on your disposition. If you are a wife that loves money, that everything is money, the only language you hear, just like Pastor said, is money. I think I'll be very careful with you so as not to spend every money. Perhaps you're a wife that maybe all you talk about is what you want to eat. In Igbo language, we call it onuso. You know what I mean? You love money so much.
Okay.
You want to eat and eat, and every sweet mouth. You want to eat everything. And I know that I have money. I have to do some capital projects. There are some things I need to do.
Yeah.
So I may not be so disposed to letting you know all that I have. The reason is that if I let you know all I have, there is that tendency that you may compel me. Women, they have power. You understand what I'm saying? When a woman gives you trouble, you have no choice than to release everything you have so that there will be peace. You understand what I'm saying? That's with the man. Then with the women also, there are men who are very egocentric. They are so self-centered that they wouldn't want the woman to have any money because they want to control the woman. They believe that each time the woman has money, she begins to feel independent. She wants to do things on her own. So the only way you can take up her excesses is to ensure that she doesn't have this money with her so that you can control her. That's some of the ideas. So you find out that it goes, one way or the other way. So depending on our disposition, our attitude to money, and our character to one another. I have someone that is ATM, just like Bishop said, is being handled by the wife.
Okay.
The wife goes there, withdraw the money each time they need money at home, and is very comfortable with it.
Okay.
Every money that comes to the wife controls everything, and it's very. And I have somebody also that don't tell her what I have. If you tell her, she will begin. We need rice, we need beans, we need the raw egg, we need this. She start making high demand, a strong list on what is needed in the family. So it all depends on our disposition and being in the right sense. I feel we should as much encourage transparency where it is possible.
All right, thank you very much. This is actually a very dicey topic, but I also want to, I've spoken about the male gender and the notion that is quite popular. So let's come to the female gender, talking about financial transparency in marriage. So it is allegedly said, or no, not even allegedly, most times people say that women will tell you, your money is our money. That's the husband's money. You see, I was going somewhere, but you thought I was being biased. You thought I was being biased. So it is said that women have that saying that their husband's money is our money. But my money, that's the woman's money, is my money. So, do you think she's totally wrong, or we are totally wrong for having that thing? Because, okay, let me not go to the because. Let me start with Reverend Doctor.
Your money, not only your money and our money.
Yes.
And my money and
is my money, yes.
if we look at it in the right sense of view, the man is the head of the house.
Yes.
But being the head of the house does not make him outrightly the breadwinner.
True.
I believe you understand that.
Yes.
Being the head of the house does not make him outrightly the breadwinner.
Yes.
So he's not your provider.
Men, are you hearing that?
He's not your provider. The man is not your provider. He's just the breadwinner, the head of the house. He's not the breadwinner. Meaning that you may also have the privilege to have earn money more than the man.
That's true.
Absolutely.
That you earn money more than the man does not make you the head of the man.
Women,
Absolutely
can you hear
correct.
that?
Do you understand that?
Yes.
So now, by the re-perception of things, going by Bible perspective, being a Christian, a woman should submit to her husband in everything, including her finance. That's what the Bible says. In everything, meaning of everything is all things, including her finance.
Okay.
You understand? So if the woman come up with that idea, my money na my money, your money na our money, is totally wrong. It's totally unacceptable and it's totally wrong. Do you understand? You only have that perception when the head is just the breadwinner of the family. That means that he generally provides for the family.
Okay.
Is the one providing for the family through God or whatever. You understand? He provides. Then you can have that idea, okay, our money, your money now our money, because you are providing for all of us.
Okay.
Then my money now, I'm not the one providing, my money now my money. So it goes that way.
Yes.
I think I that's where I will stop it.
All right. So Bishop James, the women, our money is our money, but the man's money is, our money is, your money is our money. That's the husband. Money is our money. Talking about the wife and children, maybe extended family members. Then my money as a woman is my own.
Yeah, Satan taught them that philosophy.
But men that are not transparent with their money, who taught them that philosophy, that method?
Because that's just selfishness epitomized.
But men who are not transparent with them, right now you
No,
all
let me,
mentioned this
no.
position.
See, you are missing something very vital.
Okay.
Providing what you need,
Yes.
making you comfortable to the best of your desire,
Yes.
is quite different from knowing what I earn. I hope you know that.
Okay.
So these are different ball games.
Wow.
What's supposed to be the interest of the woman,
Wow.
right?
Yes.
Is, am I having what I want? I debated this equity and equality. You see, equity and equality. Women go for equality, but they should go for equity.
Equity, yeah. Fair share.
So I am preaching equity. Equity means having what you want.
Yes.
But equality means if I have trouser, you have trouser. If you have lipstick, I have lipstick. If you have mascara, I have mascara. If you have foundation, I have foundation. Do you understand? That's equality.
So are you going
And
to
it cannot be equality. It's
Okay.
equity.
Okay.
Equity is a woman having what she wants. Like I suggested.
Being provided for.
Yes, I suggested. Okay, there is something trending on the social media. Tell me, if you are such a man, what you would do? A man that a lady say he will no longer marry him. They have not married though, because he has not made him made her the next of kin.
Yes.
She said she not go marry. A woman that fought the mother-in-law in the wedding day because the mother-in-law is speaking money. Is that kind of a woman you're going to tell how much you have?
And why is the mother-in-law picking the money?
No. Anybody can pick money. The question, has she taking it? No, picking the money doesn't mean taking the money. Can she pick the money?
And then take it.
Bishop,
So the issue, yes, the issue is that there are characters we will see that I cannot stand here and preach and tell every man, let every woman you are marrying know all you have.
But why is the mother-in-law picking the money? We have sisters, we have cousins, we have nephews, we have nieces that can do this. So don't you think it's a sensitive matter for that woman that
No,
my mother-in-law
really,
is picking
not really
what
mother-in-law.
Why?
was trying to help.
She's not helping.
No,
Why
she
Mama
is.
the money?
She could be.
Why?
If she has taken, sorry,
You go ahead, man.
if she has taken the wife to be as her own,
Own
as
daughter.
her own daughter.
Yes.
Is
Just
anything-
like I'm decide to, okay, let me help my daughter-in-law. Is there anything
anything
wrong
wrong
about
with
that?
Reverend Jonathan, please help me with this matter. A mother-in-law is speaking money for her son and daughter-in-law's wedding. Where has it been seen?
The problem is that the woman was very, very insecure in that relationship.
The mother, I think, is also
I'm very
insecure for
selfish.
picking that money as well, because you have other people you can delegate to do this, and we all know that whoever
What?
picks the money
I think
is keeping
no,
the
no.
money. Before remitting the
Reverend,
money.
before you speak, I think I made a mistake. It's the husband people
Yes.
picking the money.
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
In my own wedding, my people picked money and brought it to me.
Okay, sorry, Bishop, wait, let's talk about this. Why is it that it's the mother-in-law that will also cook and they will eat on the wedding day?
The mother is
Why-
it's not in all cases. Sometimes the caterers cook.
They go back to the house to eat the mother-in-law's food.
Exactly.
all
Most of the
culture.
time.
Not in all culture.
Even when caterers cook, the mother-in-law still cook at home.
Not in all culture that they go back to their mother-in-law's house.
Let Bishop continue.
Bishop, Reverend,
So-
let's have your take on this.
She has taken the microphone from him, so let it go to him.
Concerning the mother-in-law picking money.
Yes.
And
The
He
financial
said no more marriage
transparency.
from that day.
yeah, the daughter-in-law, was not happy about it and reacted.
That's like a
And
trigger.
It didn't
That's
react.
like
She
a-
cancelled the marriage.
No, that's for the next of kin. We're talking about the marriage where the
Okay.
mother-in-law
I said
was
that one I'm telling you is on social media now.
Yes.
She ended the marriage.
Because maybe to her that's a trigger.
She didn't
That's
get
like
angry. She
that's
said
a,
she's no more marrying.
yes, because that's like a sport. Why should my mother? That means that mother-in-law will be
So you never-
someone
you never
that
seen
can
money
come
before?
into my house and be dictating how my flowers should be kept,
No.
how my chair should be designed, how my clothing should be, how my
tell
husband
you,
should
wait, let me
even
tell you.
position on the
Let me
bed.
tell
So many things.
Let me tell you,
It's a
you see, there
trigger.
are so many things that is going on contemporary that needs to be nipped on board.
Sure.
Just like
Let me
mother-in-law
say this
picking
thing.
the money.
Let me say this thing. Let me say this. So many ladies are feeling so insecure when getting to into marriage.
Transaction mentality.
You understand? Because they have transaction mentality, and because many of them are very self-centered.
Yes, sir.
Now, I do not see the reason, you understand, why that lady should call up that marriage simply because the mother-in-law is helping her to pick money.
Maybe the mother-in-law
Hold
has
on.
been doing
Did
some
she
like
ask the
picking the kind
mother-in-law?
of cake they should
Did she
have,
ask the
kind of wedding
mother-in-law?
gown they should
Wait.
have. She should
Did she
wear.
ask the mother-in-law, Mama, why are you? She would have, if she really had the love to come into that family.
Yes.
Oh, Mama, sorry, you are not the one. Please, Mama, let us help you. That would have been
Exactly.
the issue.
Exactly.
We
Getting
all
angry.
know. We all know that the brides don't have the time to have this kind of conversations.
So
on
why?
the-
But she has the time
to be
to-
angry and
hold
call
on.
off a
Now, the
marriage?
reason why she will call up is because there are past occurrences.
Were you there?
I am not there, but we are making you also.
It's an
we
assumption.
all are not there. We were
It's
not
an
there.
assumption.
We were not there.
That is an
We all
assumption.
read it. So
You
now
will
let's
speak.
allow the sugar.
Let me ask you, why do you people want to marry a man whose mother is dead?
Because of peace of mind.
So
Because
would
of
you like to
peace.
die? Would you like to be dead before your son marries?
As if the Lord
Hold
takes
on.
me
Yeah,
home,
thank
that
you,
is
thank you.
beautiful.
Wait, hold on.
If the
When
Lord
you
takes me
have been
home,
married,
no,
before
wait,
your
hold
son-
on. Now I'm on the hot seat, but if the Lord takes me home, I am so
It's not the
proud.
Lord taking you out.
No,
Don't bring the Lord here.
It's the Lord that takes the people home. If the Lord takes me home, I am so glad to be home. And that's because I know that I've produced a son of virtue and quality that wherever my daughter-in-law, we should be praying for me, sir.
That is contrary to the word of
wait,
God.
let's hear from Reverend
That is contrary to the word
Jonathan.
of God.
Let's hear from Reverend Jonathan.
It's not supporting you.
No, I'm
Women
not-
are
that's
loyal
fine.
to money.
That's fine.
And I believe
We are
that's
loyal
what
to
treat Ghana
money.
woman.
The same
She
way
do.
men like
Hold
money.
on. She's a globie. She lost money.
Reverend Jonathan, please, sir, don't be biased. Don't be biased.
No, I want to, I
Please,
will,
let's
I will talk on what is in my mind.
All
you know,
right.
regarding
Okay.
the subject. The truth is that, what happened there is a clear sign of rivalry between the woman and the mother-in-law. That is rivalry at play, and which is not healthy for that relationship.
So maybe that's why she called it off.
Now, she calling it off, is not the answer.
Sorry, sir. Let me comment. In what aspect is a rivalry? Because now here is the mother-in-law who felt I should be able to help my son and my daughter-in-law to be. You know,
I'm
and she
coming to
comes
it.
in.
I'm
I'm
coming
sorry,
to it.
sir. And she comes in just simply, okay, look at their money being thrown around. Let me just help them pick the money if there's nobody that is interested. Are you understanding? With a clear conscience, a pure heart, and all of a sudden, somewhere, who is already prejudiced.
Yes.
Who is already prejudiced. Now said, okay, I'm not going to marry because you are picking my money.
Now, rivalry. The rivalry is coming definitely from the young ladies.
Thank you. That's what I want to
He
hear.
just made
That's what I want to hear. Are you listening to that now?
No, he has influenced your thoughts.
No.
Because I agreed with your thoughts where you said there's rivalry between the mother-in-law and the daughter.
How can he say
now
we
that is
influence-
because no, he just did.
Can I
Now
never
that
influence your
is
thoughts?
That's why I said.
Reverend Jonathan, that is because he had made some points, and I'm going to make some points to restructure that. Now, I agree with your point. Yes, sir. I agree with your thoughts that says that maybe there is rivalry between the mother-in-law and let's picture this. A wedding is about to occur, and then the mother-in-law says, no, these flowers, I don't like them. Maybe we should make an attempt. She makes another order for that. And then the daughter is not aware. The daughter-in-law is not aware. Then she says, oh, my wedding dress. Oh, your wedding dress. I have a better designer. I have Mama Nkechi, who can even design some. She has been designing for me right from
I'm sorry, President, were you
You are the one
I'm
building.
giving a
You are
scenario.
building fallacies.
I am no.
That's an assumption.
It's a
You are-
scenario.
we are talking from the
We
reality
are going
of-
somewhere. I am going
You
somewhere.
are building some
I
fallacies.
am going somewhere.
Unrealistic
Bishop
fallacies.
Are you there?
Bishop, we all were not there, but I'm going
How
somewhere.
dare you?
No,
How dare you do
I am
this?
giving a scenario.
Let's
So
allow-
let's just
let's
hear
let
me
her-
out
let her-
first.
Okay.
Let's just hear me out.
Okay.
So giving all
Don't
of
let
this
her try to
scenario.
readjust your mind.
No.
Because that's what
Given
she's
all
doing.
of this scenario now, you look at all of these things together. Now, don't you think that she must have had it up to here? And then now seeing the mother-in-law, it has never been heard of. Mother-in-law leaves her seat of honor when they placed her on VIP seats. And then with her heels and her gele and the wrapper, with everything, she now goes. And if I'm looking at that scenario, it's quite disrespectful. My mother-in-law picking money, how bad now? For other people that are assigned to pick it, maybe they were to keep some back and then okay, let's wait. I know these days there are laws that you don't even spray directly. So maybe the persons responsible were waiting for the money to disperse on the floor. And then we've all seen that scenario. You allow the couple dance, you spray, and then those who come to pick will pick. But our mother-in-law respectfully now stood up with her gele, everything, and then started picking the money. Look at it.
Now listen, sorry, Pastor Jonathan. Now let's leave this out because he's trying to readjust your mind. No, he's trying to readjust
The
your
male
mind.
gender. I
The
allowed you
truth-
to talk. I allowed
the
you to
truth-
talk. They've taken
the
it from
truth,
you.
you see, the truth is that you were not there. The basic truth is that
We were
that
not there.
woman, let me tell you the truth. We are looking at the reality on ground.
Yes.
The reality on ground is that that's a very disposed mother-in-law who was walking through love.
How are we sure? it's
Because
not the motive
love
of
will
love?
compel you to do anything. Love will compel you to it. And that's why we're talking about transparency.
But we can also look at that as a controlling mother-in-law in a way.
You know, if she
But
was
Dr. I have a question
sorry, sir.
for-
If she
for
was
this lady
controlling,
here.
if she was domineering or controlling,
Yes.
she wouldn't have stood so low to pick money from the
Sir, you just made a
Dr.
statement that women love
See,
money and
I want-
we are loyal
I
to
want to
money.
ask you a question.
Perhaps that money
I want
was
to-
what
I want
triggered
to-
her to come.
I
Sorry,
want-
before you ask that
I want to ask you a
question. No,
question.
Bishop
If
Jake,
it were
before you
that
ask
lady's
that-
mother
Let us-
that picked the money.
No.
Would she have reacted?
Because in the first place, I'm sure the mother was there. Why didn't the mother pick the money?
No, I only ask you a question.
No,
don't
why did the
assume.
mother pick the
Maybe
money?
she was indisposed.
Oh, maybe
So
she
if the
was
guy
in this, why
wait
was
now,
it
if the
the
guy
mother-in-law
had
to do
reacted,
that?
that the mother-in-law picked money, what will you call that guy?
If he had
How
not
could
said
you
that-
forget the wedding when you are dancing and you are quarreling over money?
That's why I said there must be a
Is
trigger. But
this
before
the
that,
first time I've
Reverend
seen
Jonathan,
money?
let's have your take on this.
Shame on you, baby.
I think we should balance this thing. You know,
Exactly.
know that you see, when I was already addressing the matter, he interrupted or interjected.
Yes.
You know, and I said, "Let me finish." He said, "No, I should hold on." You know.
Yes, he said so.
Yeah, I wanted to finish.
I support him.
You know, so raising that point is not because of what he said.
Okay.
You know, clearly, you know, the side of the spirit of rivalry, you know, was shown in the lady, you know, by acting the way she acted.
And how
You
about
know,
the mother-in-law?
No, I'm coming.
You are
I'm
not
coming
allowing
that.
to finish.
We
Let
should
them
allow
round
you
up
to
the
finish.
point.
We allow you to
But you
finish.
speak for your people.
That's why I say we need to balance this thing.
Okay.
You know, we need to balance it. You know, there are cases of money being what is the word now?
Spread.
You know, in weddings, and then there are not enough hands to pick the money. We've had cases like that.
Okay.
Yes. In fact, there's a woman, you know, I do minister to the family. You know, she was telling me about her son's wedding.
Okay.
You know, that they spread money, and some ladies, I think, they are from which part of the family? They took, you know, the money, and that the money, okay, her sister was supposed to be in charge of it, but that one was somehow lousy about it, yes. You know, and that they said the money these people pick should be in several millions, because the money were spread by people from Canada, from abroad, you know, they were spreading dollars, you know, yes, and all of that. So we can have the situation like that would happen. And then the mother-in-law, you know, thought, okay, let me help. You know, it can be so. Okay. And it could be also, like you give illustrations, you know, it could be that the woman is this nosy type, you know, I want to control things, you know, it's my son, it is possible.
My only son.
It is possible. But then, you know, I don't think that is enough for the young lady to call off the marriage.
Exactly.
You know, or the wedding. I don't think so. If the lady did that, it means she is also a controlling person.
Money.
She has a spirit of dominating. You know, that's what it means. It means she has, you know, she's going to be a very jealous type of person. Okay. You know, she wants a home where she'll have the final say. You know, if she can do that, and I can bet you she will never get any man, you know, who will, except maybe he doesn't have a mother. If he doesn't have a mother, might have sisters. And if there are no sisters, there will be brothers. Of course, they want to say, now my brother, you know, and so it means she'll keep having problems. You know, so to me, I don't think that should be the basis of canceling the wedding or the marriage. You know, I think it's absolutely wrong. Absolutely wrong. The two of them might not be right, but we cannot tell why the mother-in-law did that. We can't tell. Okay. You know, like you said, truly, you know, under normal circumstances or given a normal condition, yes, it's not right for the mother-in-law to be the one, you know, stupid to pick money and all of that. Right. But we don't know what was the cause for that. Maybe the ushers were not enough. Maybe they were not enough people to pick money, and so she felt she should do that.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, gentlemen. But you know, the heat is still on, and we're going to take it to another level. We're going to have the women version of this particular discussion, where we're going to have women sit down and we'll dissect this. Yes. Financial transparency in marriage, even given this scenario. So maybe because I'm the only female amongst men, but there's no problem. We'll have the women version of this right here on the People's Voice. So ensure that you make comments. We would love to see your comments. What is your take on these stories and this particular topic? Ensure you make comments, you share across all platforms, on all platforms that you have, and let's have your feedback. So yes, and make sure you like and share. Don't forget. My name is Roberta Opiafo. Thank you so much. And don't forget, Alpha Spouse Relationship segment. Keep tuned. Don't go away. We'll always come back. Thank you.